Hello and welcome to Cipheros. I am Fabricio Machado and today we're gonna go to the third part of problem solving with JavaScript. Today we're gonna focus on factorials. Okay, we're gonna see what are factorials of a number. Okay, because this is the second highlighted case in which we'll use mathematics as a tool, okay, for programming, problem solving. As I said on the past videos,
don't escape
the tutorials, the problems, and lessons, because everything is planned to be increasing your problem solving skills until you get even better. Even if you've watched already before videos just like this or solving problems just like this, getting back is also good for you because you can understand concepts that previously you didn't. Actually, I am progressing a lot this programming field because I was watching and covering again the same concepts which I thought that I was good at, but have this: create a function that returns the factorial value of n, which can be any positive integer value. But what is the factorial of a number? Let's see that. And our pretty love mathematics, okay, that actually we are not mathematicians, but we use it as a tool, as I said before. Factorial of a number is the product of all the integers less than it, include that number itself. So let's say if I have n factorial, okay, this exclamation mark represents the factorial. Okay, it's not that we are saying n. Okay, no, this is n factorial. It's the same thing. This equal sign with three sticks, it has the same use, okay, but it's really saying, okay, this is the same exactly thing without any difference. That 2n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 times n minus 4 until it arrives to 2 and then to 1. Let's see this slide that actually you will find it on our Instagram page, okay, check us out. Cipheros X, and you will find all the lessons summarized there. That the factorial of 1 is 1 because there is nothing to reduce. The factorial of 2 is 2 times 1, that is 2. Okay. The factorial of 3 is 3 times 2 times 1, okay, 3 times 2 is 6 times 1, 6 also. And so on, okay, until the factorial of 5, that is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, that is 120. Also, we must remember that, okay, the factorial of 0 is also 1. That has an explanation behind, but this is not our topic, okay? This we'll take it as a property. And if you are really curious like me, let's say the factorial of 10, okay, this is this number, too big by the way. But if you are mad instead of curious, you can say the factorial of 1, and the same thing if you do that with 750, okay, almost because yes, it is 750 times 749 times 748 times 746 times 700 until it reaches to 1. This is the factor. Now we need to understand some stuff, okay? We need to actually analyze the problem. Obviously, it is saying that we must create a function that returns a factorial of a value n. What does this sound like? Obviously, creating a function with a parameter n. Why it's positive, by the way, we must remember that. Because on the real mathematics, okay, not on the complex one, we have that factorial of negative number doesn't exist. Now we must start with a variable, as mostly we must add values to it, and as you see we are getting 4, 3, 2, 1. What does this sound like? A for loop until it reaches to n, which is our number, and that's all. The parameter, the default value, okay, because we are gonna add to it all the numbers that we are getting from our parameter n. So I challenge you to do that first before solving together the problem. Let's get right into it, okay? Don't only watch on the case in which you didn't solve it by your own first. Actually code with me and take a step forward, but get really deep into the process of solving the problem. Actually remember that in fact it's complicated, but committing mistakes is really the best teacher, even better than me or a good programmer that you can find. Also considering the mindset that we must have and keep along all this mini series of videos. So let's say the problem asks us obviously for finding the factorial of any number. Okay, so function, and we say factorial of n, which can be any integer value. Because n must be positive, we're gonna set a conditional statement. Okay, if n is less than 0, which means that if n is negative, return something, and that is, this is negative, lol. Okay, just to clarify you that okay, we can write really anything. On the else case, okay, that is already understood, we don't have to write it. We're gonna set a default value, okay, which is 1, because 0 factorial is 1 and 1 factorial is also 1, and actually this is our start point. So our default value is gonna be 1. Okay, and we set the bar. Now let's say that n is 5. Okay, we're gonna get all the numbers behind it to multiply them all together. Why 2 and no 1 or 0? Because multiplying by 1 is useless, okay, and we have it already, and 0 obviously it will destroy all our process. Okay? It starts by 2, and while it's less or equal than n, it's gonna increase by 1. Now, equally to the last episode, to the last video, we're gonna use in this trick the variable the operation equal, okay, to the other variable, which is I. This means that this default value, okay, 1, is gonna be multiplied with I, which is 2, start by 2, then 3, 4, 5 until it reaches to n. And actually that's pretty everything. Okay, we return our updated variable. Now it's time to console log this. Let us declare this function with the first is the negative 1, okay, just to see that this returns this is negative lol. Then just for example, and here if we set a 5, okay, to the function, we're gonna get 120. As you see, we are just translating our words to code, okay, which are words. I don't have anything else to say. That obviously you can operate the function as if you were the machine itself, the computer itself. Okay, this will give you a better understanding of what is happening. So I am Fabrizio Machado from Cipheros, and we find us on the next one. It's gonna be about the Fibonacci sequence.